Another episode of Beyond the Boots. I'm your man Bo, here with comedy legend, known around the world for comedy. But today we're not talking about that. Today we're talking about his military experience, and we're about to dive into that. It's your boy Bo. I'm here with the legend, Tony Woods. What's going on, Tony?
Nothing, man. How you feel? We already did it. Yeah. Oh, we did it for my show. Then we got to do it for your show. Hey, what's up?
So, you're originally from D.C. Everybody knows that.
No.
Where you originally from?
Man. I was born in New York, and then we moved to North Carolina until I was like 10, and then we moved up here. But before that, while I was in North Carolina, I moved back to New York again for a year, and then moved back to North Carolina. Then me and my mom moved back up here. But I moved to New York by myself. I was 7. I had my own place and everything. And I went up there to live with my dad for a little while. But my dad worked and he was, busy. So
right.
My aunt lived right up the street. So she just came down, and she's only like 5 years older than me. So she came down and get me. She was like a big sister, and I lived with her and my granddad. But it was on the same block.
So when did you move to D.C.?
When I was 10. But I'm saying, yeah, I was 10.
So you was 10 when you got to D.C.?
10, yeah.
So you joined the military in D.C.
When I was 10.
So you had to go up to Fort Meade when you were 6.
Now I joined when I was 18, right after a buddy of mine, Tim Walker. After track practice one day, he came over and said, "Man, I joined the Navy today. I'm gonna get out of here." Hey, but he hadn't really joined because his mom had to sign off. So I went up there. I'm like, I'm gonna join the Air Force. I went to the Air Force. I was like, yeah. Then I went to the Marine. You know how they are. They in there like tight
ass, yeah.
And I'm like, yo, what's up? And they was like, I was like, I'll be right back. And I peeled out. I'm like, I ain't going nowhere with them motherfuckers. They on some bullshit.
Right.
And then I went to the Army, and I was like, I don't know, because my cousin had joined the Army, and what'd that dude tell me? He said, man, join the Army, gonna get to see the whole world. I'm like, where you at, June? He said, man, I'm in Texas. And where was you at before that? He said, I was in Georgia.
Didn't go anywhere.
It's some more world, man. Some more world. So I'm like, boom, I'm gonna lock it down. I'm going, because the Navy, like that, I went there. I never even thought about the Navy, but, you see the posters and like all over the world. I'm like, that sounds good. Then I went in there, and the Navy dudes who's in there, it was like a quarter to, let me see, it was like a quarter to 5. Mm-hmm. They supposed to close at 5. They had the door locked, blasting music. So I knocked on the door. My man said, "What's up, young blood?" I'm like, "Yeah, I want to join the Navy." He said, "For real?" I said, "Yeah, man." Because he opened it. He said, "Who with you?" I was like, "Nobody." He opened the door, locked it back. He said, "Ain't nobody with you?" I'm like, "No, ain't nobody." He locked the door. And both of them had their civilian clothes on, and they had a boom box. This is 1981.
Right.
So you have a boom box, man, and it was like, boom. It was only like this big. He said, "Yo, this is a Bose." Okay, what that mean? What that mean?
Right, whatever.
But the way the music was filling up the building, it sounded like they had a whole stereo system, and it was like a little boom. He said, "They don't know nothing about this. I got this in Japan." Blah blah blah. Oh, my man. Everybody else had the pamphlets like, you could do this, you could do that. What would you like? What are your interests? Blah 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 blah. Blah. All this, man. Them two dudes.
They was real.
They was real. One of them was from Detroit. I think the other one was from North Carolina. Man, them dudes pulled out photo albums.
They showed you all type of,
oh my God.
All the wildness.
Like, he's like, yo, that's me in the Philippines. You ever heard of the Philippines? No, he said the PI. I'm like, what's that? He says the Filipino Islands, man. He said, look, see them? He said both of them. I'm like, what? Both of them? Yeah. And he's like, yo, this me in Australia. He's like, what? Them two? Yeah. He's like, this is us. And he was just showing me all over the world.
Right.
No job, no nothing.
He ain't talking about no military stuff.
No military stuff, nothing. Yeah. And the only thing I was like, the Army's uniform is nice. The Marines uniform is nice. They had like a sailor outfit, but I'm like, this, I don't care. I wear the outfit, dog. I'm good.
Right. You wear the little suit.
I wear the little Navy suit, the little Cracker Jack suit, because nobody else. I went in everybody else's heard everybody else's spiel.
It was spills, but they gave it a real life.
They gave it a real life, yup. And boom, it's yo, this is me when I played ball in Italy, man. I'm like, you play ball? I was like, yeah, man. They was just going on about everything. I'm like, yeah.
I need that in my life. That's what I want, bro.
And so so I brought my parents up there and everything, and my dad was in Vietnam. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna join. He said, nah, man, I don't. He said, nah, He said, I prayed too much. He said, no child of mine ever gonna join the war. I'm like, it's not really a war right now.
Right. We 7 years past now. Yeah.
So my man was like, I ain't signed nothing. Like he was serious.
And you were 17, so you needed them.
Yeah, he signed nothing. And but my mom signed it because I went in a week after my 18th birthday.
Oh, sweet.
So I had that last summer after high school.
So you was in delayed entry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I actually joined around, I don't know, like not after high school is during 12th grade. So I went and said I'm gonna be a dental tech. See, that's another thing they lie about, right? Oh, so I said, so if I become a dental tech, I could be a dentist. They said, yeah, of course you can. So I went to Great Lakes for boot camp.
Chicago.
Yeah. And dude, we got there, it was boiling hot. Maybe 2 weeks in.
Oh, you was in the summer.
I went September. I went. My birthday the 3rd of September. I went in September 10th.
Okay.
And then maybe like a week.
So you were a dental tech.
No, not yet, because you gotta go to school.
But that's what you chose to do.
That's what I chose. Okay. Thinking I could be a dentist. and they want. I was gonna try to be an Airedale. That's where you work on the flight deck and all that other stuff like that. I'm like, But my man told me, he said, you gonna be in a carrier. I'm like, what's the carrier? He said, aircraft carrier. He said, you always gonna be on. That's what he told me. He said, no matter what. Right. So he said, unless you get an air base somewhere. He says, and the only people get air bases is people who've been on a carrier. Like you gotta put your time in before you get what they call gravy duty.
My question to you is, did you know how to swim before you went?
Okay, I was about to talk about that, man. Okay. Listen, so you go to boot camp. And see, me being from D.C., and at the time, D.C. was Chocolate City. Right. And the good thing about D.C., because I was watching something on PBS the other day, and they was talking about D.C. in the 70s and D.C. in the 80s. And the good thing about D.C., man, and Donnie Simpson talk about when he first came to D.C. in the 70s. He moved
from Detroit. Yeah,
right. He said he watched the news. He said, and 3 out of the 4 anchor people on the news was black.
Everybody always talk about how black the news is.
He was like, what? He said, the mayor black. What? He said, then you go through some of the flyest neighborhoods in D.C. He said, I know white people live here. He said, no, these are all black people. Yeah. What? Yeah. So I was kind of innocent to the fact that I was from a city where the guy who asked him for money on the street, can I have $1? He was black, the mayor was black, and everybody in between was black. You know what I'm saying? The police was messing with you. It's because the police was assholes, not because
you was black.
You was black, because they was black too.
Yeah.
So then so in boot camp, you go through all this stuff in boot camp. And I remember that day when they was going for swimming, because we have to jump off a platform in the Navy, and my man said, swimmers in this line, non-swimmers in this line, right? And I got in the swimmers line, right? And all the cool dudes, they wasn't in my company, but they was in different. You meet them from playing ball and stuff like that. They was like, yo, Wood's crazy, man. Look at Wood over there. Oh, he crazy, man. I'm like, no. I said, no, man, this is the swimming line. They go, oh, they was all laughing. They figured I was cutting up again. Right. Then the white man came through. He says, recruit. What are you doing in that line? I was like, get in that line. Boom. My man made me get out of the...
Because you was black.
Yeah, he just assumed I couldn't swim.
Shut the fuck up.
Right? But now the swimming guy then already gave us instructions on what to do. When you jump off, boom, you swim over to the edge, boom, get out the water. Bang.
Tread water and all that.
Yeah. Well, for the people who can't swim, they
got to do that.
They just jump in but the people who can't swim, you swim away from the ship, you go over this way. Boom. And another thing, I could swim really fast. So when I went off, because that's what tripped me out. When I jumped off at the because they didn't got their instructions to just stay there and panic. And get rescued. Yeah, get rescued. Right. I jumped off and swam, boom, boom, boom. And then my man was like, recruit, what are you doing? You know how to yell at you in boot camp. And I'm like, he told me to get in that line. Egg was on his face because everybody looked at him. Of course it was some other black instructors. Right. And they was like, really?
Ain't that a bitch?
Like, ain't that a bitch? So you just assume my man can't swim? Like,
you swim like a fish.
Yeah, so I got them. So now you know you got the black guys like, yeah, I know what. So everybody being nice to you, which is odd in boot camp.
Right.
For them to be nice to you, they're saying, yeah, well, what he saying? I can't stand that.
Because they already wanted to fuck him up.
They already want to fuck him up because they know who he is and how he is. So I'm like y'all ain't telling me to get in that line, bang, bang, you know.
So you leave a boot camp.
I go to San Diego for school.
What is it called? Coronado?
No, we was at 32nd Street base.
Okay.
That was another big education. I tried to tell all my mans and them from back here in DC. I tried to tell them about what was going on out there because this what happened. Me and my man went to a record store. Now he was let me see, I was 18. He was like in his late 20s. So to me, he was a man.
He was a grown man.
He was a grown man. You know, he done been in the Navy for a while. He done been around the world. He knows stuff. Me and him hang together. And we go into the record store, and they had a poster of Prince when he had his new album out, Controversy.
Controversy, right.
Right.
So that was around 82.
It's 81.
81.
It's late
okay,
81, yeah. Right? So my man is it may have been early 82. Right in there. But it's two little Mexican dudes. Right? They was the first one sagging. I don't care what nobody said. They had the khakis on, had the pants sagging. One of them had on corduroy house shoes.
Straight out the joint.
My man, no, these dudes was about, maybe look like it's about 13, about 12, 13 years old, no lie. This nigga stand right in front of the line. I said, hey man, the line stopped back there. And he said, blah, 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 like, who you talking to? Yo, who you did like this? I thought he was high or something. Because he had his bandana on over his eyes. He said, who you talking to? I'm like, hey, man, that's the line back there. And this lady standing by me. She said, baby, let it go.
You don't know what you about to get yourself
I don't know what I'm into. Right? She said, baby, let it go. I'm like, baby, let it go.
I'm from New York, D.C.
Yeah, what do you mean, let it go, bitch?
I ain't letting shit go.
I ain't letting shit go. and then my man was over there. Still, and he saw what was going on, and he came over. He's like, yo, Woods. Let it, you know. I'm like, what?
What y'all talking about?
What y'all talking about? Yeah. And then his man, the other little one, he gonna do like this. He gonna walk up with his arm back here, like he's going. I can see this nigga. He don't know. Look, record stores have mirrors in them.
Right.
So I can see this motherfucker coming up. Right.
He was trying to sneak.
Oh, that shit was so pretty because he came up and I just stepped back and bada! I cracked him. He fell right on Prince. He fell on controversy. Yeah, he fell on controversy, and I did like this to his man, and that nigga back to the one who had the bandana on his eye. Yeah, he wasn't ready to fight anyway.
Because they used to punking people.
Right. He had house slippers. He had his bandana all the way down. Had his pants hanging down. I'm like, nigga, you done lost this fight. And he was about 14 years old.
You done lost this
fight. I'm going to crush you, son. and he grabbed one side of his pants and ran out the record store whistling like that, right? And my man grabbed me and said, Woods, come on, man. You fucked up, man. We got to go. Like, nigga, now I'm about to buy this record. No, we got to go now. Like, he in my face. I'm like, what is going on? All the people in line bounce.
So the record store cleared out.
Yeah, because they all like, nigga.
What is wrong with you?
What is wrong with you? Like, and then he looked at them. He looked at everybody in line. He said, yo, he from the East Coast. That's all he said to him. He from the East Coast.
Man, this old dumb nigga from the East Coast.
Yeah.
Don't mind him. No, he
don't know. He from the East Coast. And they said, well, tell him. That's that lady said, well, tell him. And then we go out, get in the car. My man, pull out. We pull out the parking. We going, and you see grown-ass men running down the street.
Trying to chase y'all.
No. They just running down the street going to where the whistle coming from. He said, yo, man, you don't understand, man. He said, what did he call them? He didn't call them Mexicans. He said, Chino, something like that, whatever he said. He said, yo, man, they serious about it. He said, they serious about their colors. They serious. That's what he kept saying. They're serious about their colors.
This is 81.
Right. And I'm like, what you mean they don't like black people? He said, no, nigga, colors. He said red and blue, Crips and Bloods. I'm like, who are they?
What are you talking about? You don't know nothing about that.
I don't know what he talking about, man. Then he started showing me graffiti on the walls. He said, you see that? That means we in the blue zone. I'm like, what the fuck? Blue zone. He said, yeah, man. And then you see these dudes. I said, you telling me them grown ass men is coming down there to beat me up? He said, yeah. He said, because them two little dudes, they in the gang, but they in the junior gang. He said that's why everybody let them cut in line.
Ah.
He said not cause they can fuck you up, but who they
connected with. And
yeah,
you was about to get your ass.
I was about to get done.
You probably would have got killed out there.
Yeah. Cause these like I was 18
and you were green coming from the East Coast.
Yeah, these dudes running down the street. No lie, man. I'm gonna tell you. I seen dudes who look like they may have been in their late 30s. They look like they was grown.
Right.
And I was like, I was like, he said, yeah, nigga, they coming for you. He said, we can't go back to that record store
ever.
And that was in an area of San Diego called National City. And
anybody listen, I know y'all still looking for Tony. We have no problems with y'all here. And Beyond the Boots.
I fucking niggas. And but anyway, so that was cool. And you know, so we used to go down to Tijuana, down to Mexico and stuff like that. We had a good time, man. And then I ended up scoring real high.
And this was when you were in training.
They call it A school in the Navy.
Right.
So then you graduate from that. As a matter of fact, it's a dude who lives in this area, William Walker. We made him talk all the time. And he lives in D.C. He was there too. But see, he was like that. Because William Walker, about 5-6 years older than me, so he had already been in the Navy and done. Whereas I was green. I'm coming straight from boot camp, straight from high school. What they say? They say straight from your mom's titty. Yeah.
Still sucking milk from your mama's titty, right?
So boom, and then. Yeah, what happened? Yeah, so then graduate. I graduated, I guess, kind of high in my class. I didn't think it meant nothing.
Right.
So you get to pick gravy duties. So of course, I want to come back home, man. And I went to Annapolis, right up here, like 45 minutes away.
Right.
And and I remember the night that I checked in late. When I checked in, I said, "Yeah, I'm Seaman Recruit Woods." They was like, "Really?" I said, yeah, my man, because the dude on duty was black. He said, but they said that you was like in the top of your class. I'm like, yeah.
Oh, they didn't believe it was you.
Yeah. See, that's back before it was pictures and shit like that. They was like, well, I guess if you look through the jacket, but when because everybody up there is like the best of the best.
Right.
Because we were attached to Bethesda. And that's the Naval Academy, so they want the best people work on the
smartest and brightest
working on their boys, because basically we worked at the Naval Academy for the midshipmen, and dude, from that night on, it was on and popping up there because I got into everything.
And you were right by the house.
And plus, right by the house, man. Let me see I tell you what happened. Like in the summer, it slows down. So in the summer. And the summer slows down, so they spread you out. You do any kind of job. So they had me work at the motor pool. Motor pool is where
they keep all the vehicles
and they fix the vehicles. And I was trying to break it down to layman terms for the people who not
the maintenance
military.
shop and all of that.
Yeah. So over there, you get a check from your command if you need a vehicle, you need a lawnmower, you need whatever.
So this is in Annapolis.
Right. And so they got at the front desk. I never knew what them stamps was for. It was a thing of stamps. You know, the rubber stamps. You take them, boom, CO, boom, XO, boom, 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 boom.
That's
boom.
their signature.
That's their signature, but it's on a rubber stamp. And they said, Woods, go over to the motor pool and get a such and such. Like you might go over there to get the thing that paints. They got all things motorized over there. And I remember I went over there and got a van. They said, yeah, we're going to need a van because we got to move some stuff and do this. I'm like, all right. She said, just go up here, got the thing out the drawer, and that's the chick. She go, CO, XO, division officer. You know, you got everybody's signature.
All the way up to admirals. You stamping them yourself.
From our command, you got boom, 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 boom. You got the 4 big boys up there, and then you. Sign it. And then you go over there and you say, "This is what you want, man." You say, "We ain't got no." They say something like, "We got 8 passenger, we got 16 passenger." Whatever you got, dog. And I was like, "It is this easy
to just get a van,
just get a vehicle." That's what. And you know how it is when you stuck on the base.
And then you see something, you like, okay, I can use this for my advantage.
Yes, man. You stuck on the base with no vehicle. You like, so boom, it was a 3-day weekend, man. I'll never forget. It was no, I don't know what it was. Something happened. Something was going on. It wasn't a regular holiday. It was for the military. So we had something, and I told my boys at home like, "Yo."
All right, so It was a 3-day weekend.
Cause I don't know what it was, man. Whatever it was. See, I got a van, and I went right over there.
But you did it yourself.
I did it myself.
Yeah.
I went over there to the motor pool, and I was just gonna get the car, cause back then they had the K cars, the Dodge K car,
square cars. Yeah.
I said, yeah. He said, all we got right now is like I think it was like a 16 passenger, the big gray, just say U.S. Navy.
You took a van.
I took a van, yeah.
That had U.S. Navy on the side of it.
But little letters. But it's just it look official.
Right.
And I said, yo, man, we go to King's Man. Yeah, boom. And we went, me and my mans, and then from, my girlfriend, a lot of people. Anyway, yeah, we had to jump. We riding down 95, smoking in the car, just getting it. Got it. But see, this is what got me. Got a speeding ticket. Got pulled over, got a speeding ticket. He said, you got to slow down. He said, you're heading down to Norfolk. I'm like, yes. He said, well, you got to be careful speeding. Gave me a ticket.
And they go back to your car.
Yeah, I'm like, no, I ain't thinking about it. No.
Right.
All I had to do?
Was pay it.
But you know what I said?
Fuck that ticket.
Man, fuck that ticket. I threw that ticket out there. We went to Kings of Me and had a ball. That was in the summer. So it was maybe October.
Right.
And we was in there working. I had forgotten all about that. And the chief came in there when I was in there working with my doctor. He says, when you finish, can you come to my office? All right. I came in his office. I had that on his desk. I was like, oh, that shit. He said, do you know anything about this speeding ticket? And I forgot what county it was in Virginia. Do you know anything about this? I'm like, You look like a speeding ticket. And they hated me anyway. They wanted to get me on something.
Oh, because you was probably a smart ass.
I was smart ass, yeah. So he said, what they said was, they said I stole the truck and all this other shit. So, and it just said I could go to the brig for up to 4 years. I'm like, what? I didn't wreck it. I brought it back, Nothing
was wrong.
And nothing was wrong, man. What are you saying?
Why am I getting in this trouble, right?
And then they said you're gonna have to go to JAG court. JAG, that's where the lawyers are.
Yeah.
Go to the lawyer. And at that time, that's right after they had a big crash on one of them aircraft carriers.
Here in D.C.?
No, I don't know where it was. In the Navy.
And
then they come find out everybody was high.
Okay. They were high? They crashed?
High. What it is, back then in the Navy, everybody got high.
In the military, everybody did.
Yeah, everybody got high in the military, but especially the Navy, because they was going
all overseas. And
So, man he says, you're probably going to get like 4 years. He said, but you'll probably only have to do about like 8 to 9, like 8 months or something. He says, but you can say you got a drug problem. I'm like, what? He said, you can say you have a drinking and drug problem. And back then, I just smoked weed, but I ain't smoke heavy. I just smoked sometimes. And I remember went there and dude, it was like being inside a soap opera. Because you go to, what they call it? AA meeting, right? And it's all of the wives and stuff from the base. Whoa. They was telling secrets like a big dog. Like they was addicted to this and addicted to that. And then this one lady was talking about how she would put makeup on her baby and say he fell down so she could get painkillers. Yeah, and take him to take him in the medical and stuff like that. All kinds. Oh man, they was in there giving up secrets. So when it's my turn to get up and talk about my problems, I just reflected on things that happened in my life. I'm like, sometimes I can't, what I said, sometimes I need a drink so bad, my hands be shaking, and I might have a seizure. Because, when I was little, I knew that niggas who drank too much, if they didn't drink, they have a seizure. So I said, I have a seizure. And he's looking at me like, this nigga lying. Because you can't lie to addicts, you know what I'm saying? And I remember the lady who ran the program, she was like, what your lawyer tell you? This afterwards, made her folding up chairs and stuff. I said, he told me, she said, what'd you do? I told her everything I did. She said, you know what? You gonna be here. You gonna help me help me straighten up everything, help me get ready for the meetings, and I was gonna be her helper, and all this other stuff.
So did she call on you during the meetings? After
no,
because
she
knew you was bullshit. I get the shake so bad.
but she said, we seen what you did. It's like being a joke thief, because I watch everybody else tell their story, and then I just take a little bit from their shit and went up there.
I put makeup on myself and get painkillers.
I was saying, oh, you know.
All right, so that was in the first couple years, right?
I was on 3x3, so had to do 3 years active, 3 years reserve. But that smart aleckness caught up to my ass, because one time I came in late, and I remember the division officer, he didn't like me anyway. He because we had to go to muster, you know, that's roll call, everybody. Go to muster at 7 a.m. I drove up from D.C. because I was living off base. I was living there. I was getting it. And so I got there. And, dude, I was running down the hall, and I heard the door shut. And I'm like, come on. And everybody in there, you know.
They heard you coming.
It's a glass door.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, what's up?
They was like, got his ass.
Say, dude, yeah, got him. I'm like, you know. Because somebody went to go open the door for me and said, nope, can't come in. He's saying that, go back to the office. Go back in the office. And I still got my civilian clothes. And he said, you know, that's AWOL or whatever. And I said, so you telling me that me coming in 5 seconds late is just like as if I didn't come
at all
until Monday?
Right.
He said, yes, it is. I'm like, oh, man.
Oh, they definitely didn't like you.
Then we had an intercom saying that my patient was there. I said, well, my patient here. Can I go put my patient in his operatory? He said, yeah. And I went through the locker room and came out the other side of the locker room and got my car. I went, fuck I said, kiss my ass. And I remember my girlfriend called me up and she was like, she says, where'd you go? I'm like, man, forget, because I was in the beeper days. She said, where'd you go? I'm like, hey, they said, I said, Dwight said if I come in on Monday, it's the same thing. All right. And then I think like Saturday.
So you just left. You said, all right, I'm already AWOL. I might as well use it to my advantage.
So you saying I'm in the same amount of trouble right now as if I didn't come until Monday. All right, well, there we go. So,
oh, yeah, you was a smart ass.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you was a smart ass.
So, but then my mom beat me on Saturday evening. And she said, what did you do? I'm like, what are you talking about? She said some police came by here with SP on their thing. You know, that's
security police.
Shore patrol.
Shore patrol, yeah.
Woo. I said, they came your house? She said, yeah, they came your house looking for you. I'm like, for real? I'm like, oh, now they taking it too far.
Too far. Yeah. But they did that just so that you can get in more trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, when I came in on Monday, they locked me up. They locked me up for 30 days, man. I was in the brig for 30 days, and make it so bad, I was the only one there.
In the whole brig, just by
the
yourself.
whole brig, because the brig had been declassified or whatever, saying that so they sent all the prisoners down to Portsmouth, Virginia. So I was there and they wasn't gonna come back until September. So, dude, I was in there just by myself.
So was that towards the end of your military career?
That was the end. That was the last fucking month. That was the last fucking month.
Your last 30 days.
That was my last 30 days. So I was getting out September 10th. I got in. That was the end of my enlistment, September 10th. I went August 1st. Yeah, August 1st, 1984. Yeah, August 1st, 1984. They locked me up. The motherfucker said, yeah, well, they did. I know they did all this on purpose. They said, well, you know, what we're going to, because you
was a smart ass.
Usually you're going to do a little bit of something. Yeah. EMI is what they call it.
Basically. Get you a little UCMJ, Article 15.
Yeah, and you're going to do a little bit of extra work,
duty,
some shit like that. And they said, nah.
We got something for you.
We got something for you. You gonna do that?
Gonna fire your ass right up.
You gonna do that last 30 right here, motherfucker? I'm like, no.
So looking back on your short military career,
but that ain't it.
That's not it.
So because on something called the 3x3 program.
But you went to jail and they kicked you out.
They kicked me out. No.
Oh, that was the end.
No.
The end of your enlistment.
No, that was the end of my enlistment. Okay, listen, I had to do 3x3. That was the end of my active duty. After that, I got to do 3 years active reserves. I didn't know that. I thought I was just doing 3 years active.
Inactive.
And I thought I'd be over.
Right.
Tony Woods didn't read the contract. So, you know what I'm saying? Tony Woods had no idea. So, what happened was, so I did that. I got out August 30th. Right, so of course, I took the rest of my time and leave, like, fuck y'all, you know, and did all my checking out. You still have to go get a physical.
Yeah, your last.
Did all that.
Our process and all that good stuff.
Our process, that's when the x-ray tech said, man, I thought I told you to take your gold chains off. I said, I did. He said, well, what is this shit? Yeah, there's buckshots in my back. I'm like, oh yeah, I got shot when I was 9, right? Because I did get shot when I was 9. Dude shot me with a shotgun, you know, like that.
Spread out, yeah.
And I thought my cousin had taken all of them out of my back. She left some of them Jones.
You didn't go to the hospital?
No, man, we was in this country. It was in North Carolina.
Do you still have the buckshots in you right now?
They're still in my back. They're still in my back. It's about 3 or 4 of them in there. But anyway, and you know, the doctor said, well, there's no reason to go in there because they, you know, I was 9. So at this point, I'm 21. So they're like, no, leave that shit in there. Anyway, so get out. Now, you know, you got exactly 1 year to check into your local reserve center.
Yeah. Before you consider AWOL again.
There you go. So something happened. I don't know. I think I was watching television or something. I'm like, oh yeah, damn. It don't even seem like because it was. Oh yeah, that's what it was. It's my birthday. Because my birthday is September 3rd, right? It's like, man, I've been out in the military. I was like, we talking about birthday party or something like that, and my girl was like, it don't even seem like you've been out over a year. I'm like, oh shit. What's today's date? so, but that was good because it was like September 11th.
Right.
And I went up to the reserve center, same kind of shit, like went in at night. You know, ain't no reserve. I'm like, my man said, yo. He said, first of all, we only open on the weekends. You supposed to be here this past weekend, blah, 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 all this up. She was talking shit to me. Yeah. He's like, but I'm gonna hook you up. He said, cause you're a brother. You know, he's real positive black. Okay. Yeah, cause you're a brother. And because that's one thing about the Navy. The black people have to stick together, man, because it's rough in the Navy. So he hooked it up some kind of way to say that I had been there last week, and but I
it wasn't computerized, but so it was.
Yeah, so I got so they put me with a medical unit, so it's all medical dental. So on the weekends, dental don't do nothing. So we go to Bethesda, dude. Go to Bethesda and check in the morning, take a nap, eat, and then dip. Go back home and get free money.
So you did 2 years of that because you took a year off.
Okay,
I know you, but you took a year off.
I took a year off. I took my whole year off. So then I'm back in. I'm in the reserves or whatever, and I'm up at Bethesda. So that went on maybe about 6 or 7 months, right? Me doing that.
So now my question
one
is,
day,
were you doing comedy
at
this time? Okay.
I went in the comedy club at 83 and got scared, and then go back again to 86. But I was at home chilling with my new little baby, and phone rang, and this girl who I knew up there, she said, Woody, where you at? I said, I'm at home. I said, you said I could go? She said, yeah, but I didn't think they was gonna come up here and check on you. She said, I told her that you was at the gym. I'm like, what? So, yeah. She said they having a muster. I'm like, oh shit, that mean, yeah. So, drove back up there, but I drove back up there in my gym clothes.
Oh, so to make it look like you were in the gym.
Look like I was in the gym. But boom, we had to be in uniform for muster. And I'm like, well, I said, I didn't know about it, but I ran over here. She said, go ahead. Well, she said, you know what? I think I may have something for you. She wasn't mean, because they was all reservists too. Right. And she was a doctor, so she's like, I might have something for you. All right. So at least I wasn't in no trouble. It ain't like the real military.
Right. With him your ass.
So I remember the next month I came back. She said, oh, and plus I got there late. She said, oh, listen, these are your new orders. Huh?
She ain't want your ass there.
She said, oh, what you mean, bitch, my new orders? She said, you ain't gonna, she says, we don't really have a place here for you in the hospital because dental's not busy on the weekend, and I know you want more of a challenge. Bitch, I don't want no motherfucking challenge. I was doing good eating the lunch and going home. So then she said, report down to Bowling Air Force Base. So down there, they all dental medical too, but they are attached to the Marines.
And they're working, they're busy.
They weren't working that hard because it's all black unit. As a matter of fact, we cool now. Some of them might be watching right now. Who knows, man? So go down there with them. And I remember everybody was sitting there reading the newspaper, and I'm like, hey, how y'all doing? I'm Petty Officer Woods. And he's like, we about to go to lunch, man. I was like, but they still fuck with me to this day, you know. So that's all them cats. And then, so now you with them. So now you have to go to FMF.
What's FMF?
Fleet Marine Training.
Okay.
You have to go out in the desert and become a Marine. But because you in the Marines, you can't just be just a dental tech. You gotta be an actual Marine. You gotta be EMT. Emergency, like an ambulance. Yeah, okay. You gotta be an ambulance guy. So I had to be an ambulance guy. Them motherfuckers. So I got to 29 Palms. I got there and late at night because you fly into Reno and then you get a bus down there. And then I got there.
Is that like the Mojave Desert?
Yeah, it is. It's exactly. It's the Mojave Desert.
For the Army, it was National Training Center, NTC, Fort Irwin.
Yeah.
So it's 29 pounds for you guys. All right.
So I get there and they looking at my jacket. He say, "You a DT?" I'm like, "Yeah." He say, "You can't go. You got to be a HM to go to this." I'm like, "What's that mean?" Because that means you got to go to Camp Pendleton. He said, but good. We got some guys shipping out, and they told the other clerk dude, he said, fix his orders up. He's going to Pendleton. I'm like, what? Huh? What? So I'm thinking it's gonna be even worse than this, man. Camp Pendleton is sweet.
Where is Camp Pendleton?
It's a little bit south of LA.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you enjoyed yourself up there. Yeah. Say no more.
and it's a school, but I mean, you do all your stuff. You do all your stuff during the day, and school is over like 4. Boom.
So you was good.
After that, man, it wasn't like the real military. Like after that, 4 o'clock, what? You on your own, son. Just be back in the morning.
Right.
Hello.
So that was perfect.
That's perfect.
So after you finished,
if you finish that, you gotta go back to 29 Palms. Then you go back to 29 Palms. I hook up my unit, and we just do stuff. But me and my man Vern used to go up to Vegas all the time. We have a good time. That's why they made me the ambulance driver. That's why I had to take a class to drive a Hummer.
They don't know who you are.
Yeah, all the stuff the Hummer can really do, man. Like boom. But I was the lowest ranking one. To say you're gonna be the driver. I remember one night we was driving and it was like a little river or something like that. I'm like, yo, this thing can go through that. And they said, no, it can't. I said, watch this. Boom. I drove through it and we kind of lost a little bit of control. But it was cool. It was floating a little bit. Boom, 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 boom. We caught on. We was driving, so we made it across. I said, I told you. But that's a real Hummer. That ain't the one you see on the street.
Yeah, of course.
And then what else? So after that, because we was reservists, but that was like for 2 months, man. Because I was on, you're only supposed to be gone 30 days for your summer. But because I had to go to Pendleton.
You had to do that training too.
I had to do that training.
So you stayed on orders for 60 days.
Yeah, man. And everybody trying to always fuck with me, man. and then like it's back. Life is normal again. I'm back as a civilian. Life is normal. The comedy is kicking. I'm doing my thing, man. And I was at fuck was I at? I was in I don't know where. I was at Alabama, Birmingham, Alabama. And the lady said, "You got an emergency phone call in the office, Tony?" Like, all right, I was about to go on stage, right? So I went on stage, did my thing, and I forgot about it. She said, "You got an emergency phone call." And I remember I picked up the phone. I said, "Hello?" He said, "Petty Officer Woods." I said, "Let me go get him." He said, "Go ahead, Woods. I know that's you." Motherfucker. It was the same dude who checked me in a couple of years back. So now he know me. We're friends now because he come to my shows and everything. And he's like, "Yeah, man." He said, "Yeah, man." He said, "Your unit been activated." I'm like, "What? Nigga?" I'm like, "Motherfucker. Man, I don't hear that shit. So he said,
I'm in my new career.
Yeah, he said you got to be back on Tuesday. And I was supposed to do Birmingham, Alabama, then go to Ocala, Florida, and then like Fort Myers, then from there down to Key West. And I've been to Key West before. Key West is sweet. I was going
Key West is...
Yeah, but it wasn't gonna be sweet for me unless I was gonna do some, and this wouldn't be in the Briggs shit. This would have been some Leavenworth shit.
So where y'all get activated to?
Well, we went down. See, that was it. We went to Camp Lejeune. We was at Camp Lejeune, and then they sent some people to Cherry Point and Camp Lejeune, and then we went to Bahrain. But we just didn't want to. We went to Bahrain. Yeah, that was a recon mission. Yeah. But Bahrain was nice too.
It was chill.
Yeah, it was.
Have a good time over there.
Yeah, somebody got shot. I don't know what me. I mean, knock on wood. But you know what I'm saying? It was like, man. But it was people dying every day over there, and they was dying because people was it was old landmines, and people was making their own liquor.
Oh yeah,
getting poison. Yeah, they was making their own liquor,
fermented fruit and all that. Yeah,
they was dying from that. No war casualties.
Right, just some dumb
military shit. Yeah. And then it was like the whole thing where the reservists was coming over, and they had more rank than the active duty guys, and so the reservists like, oh, you gotta do this, you gotta do that, and the active duty guys said, I don't think we should do that. What did I say? It's an order. Okay, nigga. Then next thing you know, somebody did. So it's like that type of shit was going on.
All right, so after all of that, you look back on your military career. Would you do it again?
Mm-mm.
If you had to go back right now, you wouldn't go in the military?
No. Hell no.
I respect it.
I respect it, yeah. We had a good time. All the friends, all the places. Key West, Cuba, just the fun.
Right.
The fun I had, you know.
No, I respect it.
All of that stuff, man. The trouble I got in. But I don't think, I ain't never get no real trouble like, you know how dudes be saying, I punch somebody in the face or stab some, nothing like that. All my shit was the same shit it is in comedy. Being late. Dang.
You showed up here on time?
Yeah, that was
You showed up here on time. Hey, look, that was another episode
because the barbershop was
Beyond
closed.
the Boots with my man Tony Woods. I'm your man, Bo.
It's not over, is it? Wait, I got one more thing.